So there I was on my Twitter machine, and you can help a brother out. There you go, love you, buddy. By following me on Twitter at LK Wrestling. I told you I'll get it in there. And there I was on my Twitter machine. There I was minding my own business, laughing at what some people were putting, laughing at what I was putting, just having a good time, preparing myself for NXT on the WWE Network, which started at 1 a.m. Much to my chagrin and my happiness that I see NXT themselves post a tweet that says, and I follow. And by the way, if you're wondering where I'm getting the source from, it's from WWE's official website. So if you are one of these imbecilic nimrods who come on here or in the comment section and blast me for giving out spoilers, no, this is not a spoiler. This itself was given by WWE themselves. So this isn't a spoiler. If you think this is a spoiler, it's like WWE posting SmackDown results on their website. That's not a spoiler. It's just them giving it as a fact. So this is what NXT put. They put breaking news. NXT General Manager William Regal just announced Shinsuke Nakamura is coming to #NXT TakeOver in Dallas in the March. And here they did an article on WWE.com. And I'm just going to read a bit of paraphrasing. They put at tonight's NXT tapings at the Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida, a video announced the arrival of the Japanese standout at NXT TakeOver Dallas, which takes place during the WrestleMania 32 weekend. They played it for the live crowd, and it sent shockwaves through the arena and moments later the social media world. Yeah, and it was posted at 1:19 a.m. It's now 2:47. I'm a bit late, but I was finishing watching NXT as I watched it on delay. There has been rumors of Nakamura debuting in NXT and in WWE, but the question was not will he sign, because we pretty much knew that Nakamura was going, because obviously he vacated the IWGP Intercontinental Championship for New Japan. But the question is, where was he going to go? Was he going to go to the main roster? Was he going to debut at Mania? Where was he going to go to NXT? Would he get a performance center? But now we have the answer. We have the facts. We know that Shinsuke Nakamura will be debuting at the NXT TakeOver Dallas show. And if you've been listening to me on these shows this week alone, I've been talking about how it's such a great idea to have vignettes, have video packages building these guys up. That's what I was worried about with AJ Styles. I was worried that he was just going to come out there, people weren't going to know who he was, and then all of a sudden he's a jobber. He's a Bo Dallas. That's not the case with Nakamura. They're going to take their time. They're going to build him, because in my opinion, Shinsuke Nakamura is a one-of-a-kind talent. They're rare breed to find these days. He's a legit, they call themselves superstars. He is a legit superstar. He's an out-of-this-world character, and it really is great. So make sure you put in the comments what your opinion is of Shinsuke Nakamura coming to WWE and NXT. And what I'm worried is, not in NXT. I think NXT is going to treat him well. I mean, they've done well with all the major stars that have come there. But what worries me is when they go up to the main roster, Vince McMahon doesn't know how to book foreign talent. That's not racism from me. That's racism from Vince. He doesn't know how to book foreign talent. He just doesn't. Look at Tajiri. All due respect to Tajiri. I mean, name me a guy in the comments below who was, apart from Yokozuna. Yokozuna was a bit different. Name me a guy who was a big standout star. He'd done incredible in the Indies and then came to WWE and just bombed it in WWE and had a great experience. None of them. They all leave because they don't get treated well. I think it's because they don't connect with the crowd, because obviously the language barrier. But Nakamura speaks great English. I mean, I remember when I saw him in November or October, he came over for a Revolution Pro Wrestling, a New Japan super show called Global Wars, which you can find on demand at revolutionprowrestling.com. And I didn't get paid for that. I need to stop doing that. That's one of the things that piss me off about myself, is I'm such a, I feel that, you should buy other things, buy these things that I buy. At the end of the day, I'm giving them free publicity. What are they doing for me? What are they doing for KocoSports? What are they doing for Pressing.me? Absolutely fucking jack shit. Jesus wept. Too nice. I'm getting soft skin in my old age, says the 19-year-old. Anyway, I digress. It's great for Nakamura. It's great for NXT. I'm happy that they're not just rushing this. They're taking their time, because, perfection takes time. And I hope they book him well. Just imagine some of the match we can get. Nakamura versus Sami Zayn, Nakamura versus Apollo Crews, Nakamura versus Finn Balor, Nakamura versus, just the list goes on and on of great matches at NXT. And Nakamura, even though AJ wrestles the American style, so I can see why they jumped him straight into the main roster on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. So it makes sense to me to have Nakamura back down to NXT, learn the American style before jumping up to the main roster. So that's understandable. But do you find it offensive that they put AJ straight up to Raw and Nakamura straight to NXT? That's another question. Does that insult you as a fan? Nakamura's just done as much as AJ, former IWGP Heavyweight Champ, former IWGP IC Champ. The only difference is Nakamura didn't really make it in America. But again, not a lot of Americans, or not a lot of English people, not a lot of Europeans watch New Japan Pro Wrestling. There's a select few out there, but not a lot of them do. But again, make sure you put in the comments. Hopefully the comment system is thriving right now. I fingers crossed it is. And I'm going to get some live comments now, because there's not really much to talk about. So we got two Trill for Life 1 puts people already knew. Yeah, it's not the fact that people knew, it's we knew that he was going to be debuting in WWE. The question was where. We now know it'll be NXT. It'll be NXT TakeOver Dallas around the WrestleMania weekend. And what a great experience that'll be for Nakamura to be around the WrestleMania weekend. I mean, that's great for fans. Just imagine for the talents. So great for Nakamura, great timing. And I'm going to say this again. I love how they're taking their time. They're building it. It makes sense. It's logical. They're not just saying, hey, look, here's a surprise that will make you pop. Boom. They're not doing that. They're taking their time because they know Shinsuke Nakamura is a one-of-a-kind talent. And I like that the fact that they're doing that. I really do. Ray Mustani puts LK, are you reviewing NXT? Yes, that's a very good question. In about 1 hour and 10 minutes, I got to wait for Booms to finish watching NXT. Then I'll be reviewing NXT with him about 4 a.m. UK time. I don't know what fucking time that is, American time. Maybe 10 p.m. I think it's American time. I don't know where you live, Ray Mustani, so I can't really help you out there. But 4 a.m. UK time for me is when me and Booms will be reviewing NXT. I'm looking forward to that. I've already watched NXT. I've watched Ring of Honor, so after this, I might do a live Ring of Honor review. I might just put it in the can. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but either way, be on the lookout for the NXT review. And then Coco, and I don't know, maybe I'll join, but time zones are a bitch because Coco always puts over Lucha Underground, so that's his baby. So he wants to review Lucha Underground himself. So yeah, that was a great question, by the way. A Hard Case 678, the best wrestler in the world. I'm so excited he's on NXT. Yes. You look up and down, W's roster. When I mean W, I mean W as a whole, the whole company, okay, including the NXT talent. Look at the talent, the pure wrestling ability in this roster. Kevin Owens, Neville, AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, Finn Balor, Kenta, whatever the fuck the jabron's name is, I can't pronounce. The list goes on and on of exceptional talents. Yet the show on Monday nights, the show on Thursday nights, the Raws, the SmackDowns stink. Proof's in the pudding. In the end of the day, the talent can go out there. They could put on a 5-star match after 5-star match. But if there's no storyline, if there's no build up on these guys, it doesn't matter. It's not brain surgeon stuff. Again, I don't like saying this. It's just so fundamentally basic that NXT could have so easily just had Shinsuke Nakamura come out of Full Sail, big surprise, get the internet talking, and then people watch the NXT episode. But they're not doing that. They're saving. They're going to do video package after video package to make you hype, to make you pumped, to make the casual viewers who do not know who Shinsuke Nakamura is interested in who Shinsuke Nakamura is. It's really not difficult to figure the damn thing out, is it? Jesus Christ. Unbelievable. It's so fundamentally basic, but it's so fundamentally sound and makes sense. We got 5 likes, 0 dislikes at the moment. Keep that coming. What about Gallows and Anderson? Yeah, that's from Ray Mustani again. There was part of the article on WWE.com, and I put the article in the description. It said basically that he, at the end of the day, the rumors were that the Bullet Club in AJ Styles, Doc Gallows, and Carl Anderson, and Shinsuke Nakamura are rumored to come to WWE. We have not heard yet from Gallows and Anderson. And I think, it could be what about this? What happens if, Nakamura's debut is against Gallows or Anderson? Who knows? Who knows of NXT right now? Who knows? And that's a good thing. Unpredictability sometimes. I say this sometimes a lot because one of the complaints that a lot of wrestling fans or sports entertainment fans, whatever the fuck you call yourself, because, sorry, it was just, what made me laugh is, because obviously I wasn't on the Royal Rumble reviews. I was having a few drinks with a friend, so I didn't get on to chance to jump on the podcast. But when Michael Cole, when AJ debuted, he said, "This is sports entertainment's hottest agent." I'm like, whoa, no, he's not. He's pro wrestling hottest agent. Don't you dare ever call AJ Styles a sports entertainer again. Don't you dare. You son of a bitch. Yeah, but nothing yet official of Gallows and Anderson, just some dirty Dave Meltzer bullshit. Ray Mustani, you better be awake. And I'm always awake. What sleep? I don't know. Legit. So many people. The person at work is like, your schedule, your body clock must be fucked. I'm like, no, my body clock is right. This is a normal day for me. Okay, I go to bed at 5/6. I go to bed, I either watch at 5 or 6. I always go to bed. I either watch Dexter. I watched for 3.5 seasons. Now I moved on to Sherlock. I'll watch one episode of that. I'll go to sleep at about 7 a.m. I'll wake up at 3 p.m., go to work till 11 p.m., come home, watch pro wrestling, podcast, articles, news. There you go. So that's a typical day in the life of your boy LK. Franielli put, I agree with your take on the matter. They might have done it for Nakamura to adapt to the American style. Unlike AJ, Nakamura's experience wrestling here in the States. Yeah, AJ has experienced it. Nakamura has experienced it to a certain extent, but it's a very small extent over at Ring of Honor. But in the end of the day, he hasn't really learned and adapted to that style. And, when it comes to connecting to the Japanese audience, Nakamura's done it perfectly. So hopefully he has a very smooth transition into the realm and into the realm of the WWE's fan base. And, in the end of the day, even though I don't dislike any fan base, minus TNA, and that's a whole nother story. Coco will be there with your TNA review. I legit said there last night, and I said to him, look, I'm going to be honest with you, I just don't want to watch it. Like, it's nothing against TNA. It's not bad. It's not great. It's TNA. Like, it's just, there's something about it that I just don't care. Like, I care more about NWA Smoky Mountain Wrestling on YouTube than I do Impact right now. I do not know why. It's like Coco always says on these shows, he goes through phases with Ring of Honor where he'll watch it constantly for like 6 months and take like a few months off. With TNA, I'm like, I watch it for 3 weeks, I get bored, and then all of a sudden I'm back watching it for 3 weeks and I get bored. And it's like, I think it doesn't help that they don't have these pay-per-views anymore. Like, because you had build-up, you had something to look forward to at the end of the month, you had a payoff. With just impact after impact after impact, even Ring of Honor do it, the pay-per-views, the pay-per-views, they have something to look forward to. Whereas what do you have to look forward to on Impact? Slammiversary, that's in fucking 7 months. Like, I don't want this to turn out to be what the last breaking news was, and that's a 3-hour debate on bullshit. Nothing against Coco and Bruce, but they legitimately said off air. They said, "Look, we're going to go 15 minutes. Are you in okay?" I said, "No, I'm asleep." Well, obviously I didn't put I'm asleep, but they couldn't get hold of me because I was asleep. I then look the next day for my shock and pure verklempt. I saw 2 hours the show. I don't want this show going 2 hours, like, for crying out loud, but that's why there's no TNA review up. Coco's been super, super busy at this moment in time, so he'll be with a Lucha Underground TNA review, and he said something to me about, I'm not even interested. How about that? If you're looking for an Impact review, I'm not the guy for it, because I'm going to come on here, and if I'm not in the mood for something, I'm going to bury the fuck out of it. Like, for instance, on this Raw review, last Raw review, I was really pumped. Like, I was putting the show over a lot because I was in a good. And here's a comment. Put in the comments below. If you watch Raw, say you get a Raw, it's a 5 out of 10 Raw, completely average Raw, just a 5 out of 10, right in the middle Raw. If you watch that in a good mood, are you going to bump it up to a 6 to a 7? Compared to if you watch it and you're already in a bad, negative mood, you bump it down to a 4 to 3. I think wrestling, these shows, all depends on the guy's mood and the podcaster's mood. Like, for instance, at Coco, when he's going to watch Lucha Underground, he's going to be in a great mood because he's looking forward to it. So he's going to think the show's better than, in theory, what it actually is. When he watches TNA, he's going to be in a bad mood because he's have to sit there forcing himself to watch it. His review is going to be a bit negative. It all depends on your mood. That's why it's so damn difficult to really be honest with Impact, because I don't know. That's a whole nother show in its own. The realm of Impact, the realm of how bullshit it is. Fucking hell! I just can't stand it. Jesus Christ. Rey Mysterio puts, is he going straight for the title? I have no clue. It just said he'll be in Dallas, and we're going to see more video package in the next few weeks. It was basically WWE.com saying, look, watch NXT. It's awesome. Rey Mysterio put, Lucha was awesome tonight. I won't say nothing. Okay, thank you. See, look, the night is dark and full of spoilers. There's my boy Rey Mysterio not giving me spoilers for Lucha Underground. I'm pumped for watching it. If fingers crossed, Coco does the review at a respectable time so I can jump in on the show, because I'm looking forward to watching that. Because obviously I live in the States, so there's no legal way for me to really watch the show. So I'm just going to have to find a Pirates live stream for me. 9 likes, 0 dislikes. Keep the damn likes coming. What have we got? Any more comments? We got even more comments. Okay. Oh, we got some not so. We got Rey Mysterio again. We got Pushberry Fire in their prime. Triple H, Rock, and Austin. You son of a bitch. And by the way, has that match ever took place? I think at Survivor Series 99 that match took place. But by God, was that a money-making match back in the Attitude Era? 2000, 2001, Triple H, Rock, Austin. How that was never a triple threat match for the strap, I have no clue. But Pushberry Fire, I mean, in their prime, I would push Austin, bet Barry H, Fire Rock. Rock can fuck off that movie star bullshit. I'm a pro wrestling purist. Fuck off. Sports entertainment, son of a bitch. H or Austin, depending on what mood. If I'm in a mood and I'm watching Evolve, I'm gonna put H. If I'm in a mood where I've watched WWE, I'm gonna put Austin, because in the end of the day, wrestling is a company, is a business. You want to make money. Austin made far more money than H ever would. But if you're looking at it from a wrestling standpoint, I probably have Triple H. That's a really tough question, but great question. Hard case 678. Nakamura needs to be handled carefully and slowly. AJ has a pretty impressive fan base in the US. Not so many people know about Nakamura in the US, so they're going to take time building him. And that's what they're doing in NXT right now. And that's what I think is a great idea. Just slowly but surely introducing to the mass audience. He also adds and finding the right fit. Raymond Stanley put, how would you book AJ to joining the Bullet Club when Gallows and Anderson debut? We don't even know if they will debut. They might not go. TNA Wrestling put on their ImpactWrestling.com website there was contractual obligations going on with AJ and Gallows and Anderson. That made me chuckle. Dixie Carter's a PR whore. Like the PR team at Impact. I don't like burying people. I hate burying. That's a lie. It's entertaining. Okay. So at the end of the day, okay. So it was when I was with the others. Before I made the leap, before I made the jump to KocoSports.net, I was trying to, I was trying to find my feet and trying to find where I wanted to go. I wanted to find myself as a person podcast. Okay, so I went to TNA and I thought, you know what? It was just before they went to Destination America. I said, you know what? Maybe if I get an interview, maybe a Gail Kim or a Bobby Roode. I remember it was one of them. It was either Gail Kim or Bobby Roode. I remember I sent an email and then they replied to me saying, look, you got to go through the PR guy. So I'm like, okay, cool, that's fine. So I go through the PR guy. He was really rude to me. He said, look, I don't have to have him on the show. I'm like, whoa. And if TNA PR manages to get hold of this, but the email's lkwrestlingreviews@gmail.com, and that's a fucking fact. You can look it up. The guy's a son of a bitch. I replied back, don't you dare talk to me like I'm a sack of shit, because that's absolutely disgusting. And that might be why I don't like TNA, because their PR are a bunch of cunts. And if you know me personally, you know I don't use that word very often because it's a foul word. Jesus damn Christ. What was the question? Now back to the original question, Raymond Stanley, there was, how would you book AJ join the Bullet Club if, for instance, Gallows and Anderson do join NXT or the main roster? Right, we'll say Anderson and Gallows go straight to the main roster and AJ joins the Bullet Club. I would have it that, the top heel, the authority are beating down on AJ. They're beating down on him. And just imagine the authority actually meant something. You got to book the authority like they mean something. They're beating down on AJ. Then you hear the Bullet Club. You won't hear the full life, but you hear Bullet Club. And then they sprint down, make the save on AJ. They pick him up. And then everyone's like, yeah, Bullet Club. But this is the night after WrestleMania, by the way. This is the night after WrestleMania. Because this way you're going to establish AJ as your next top baby face. It's going to be AJ versus the heel Reigns. Because I'm having Reigns turn heel. Reigns, AJ, Extreme Rules, which is the paper, or whatever the fuck the pay-per-view they have the night after, the month after WrestleMania. Then you have AJ get up, thank him, too sweet, then boom. Gallows Anderson, attack AJ from behind. Gallows Anderson join the authority. Gallows is the henchman. Anderson is the go-to guy, like what Randy Orton was, the guy who went out there and put great matches on. And then when Rollins comes back, you got tension. Rollins, Anderson. Imagine Seth Rollins versus Machine Gun Carl Anderson. Great match. I'm the future. Then you have Anderson saying, "Fuck off, I'm the future." Legit, should be like that, but it won't be. And then you can have AJ as the top babyface. You can do AJ versus Gallows. Talk about the history, and you can build your heels. You can build your faces in that one spot alone. If you do a heel Reigns versus heel AJ and the authority beat down, you're just making stars on a minute by minute basis. But that won't ever happen because that's awesome. WWE's not in the business of being awesome. Raymond Stanley puts, LK, you're the best part of the show. That's why I need you to be awake. I will be awake. Don't you worry about it. And thank you for the kind words. Lennox Watson puts, what reviews can we look forward to this week? Great question. I just finished watching Ring of Honor. So there'll be a Ring of Honor uploaded maybe tomorrow. CMLL Fantastica Mania. I've watched Tag 4, Night 4, which was on the 22nd or the 23rd. Gonna upload that. Also, I've just watched NXT, so me and Booms will be doing an NXT review at 4 a.m. UK time, which is 55 minutes from now. Lucha Underground from Coco, Impact from Coco, Stump the Idiot. I'm taking Friday night off because it's my friend's birthday and we're going to Southampton to get absolutely slaughtered. I do apologize about that, but sometimes it's got to be done. Sometimes I get, that's like what I do is I always give myself, like for instance, I come on here every single day, but I always give myself something to look forward to. Like, not that I don't look forward to the shows. I love doing these shows. It's what I easily breathe this. But in the end of the day, as a personal life, I do have a social life. I do have friends outside of this show, outside of this. And, it'll be great on Friday. I'm looking forward to it. I'm pumped. Gonna go to Southampton, gonna go to a pub that's basically what the gimmick is. Basically what the gimmick is if you've ever watched Lord of the Rings, basically the gimmick is that they sell drinks like that, and if they make really fucking strange cocktails. if you drink 12 of these fucking ridiculous shots, you get a free shirt out of it. And so you go there, you get the shirt, the shirt's actually pretty respectable. And you get a free fucking shirt. Who gives a fuck for drinking? You obviously have to pay for the shots and the drinks, but it's an experience. It's a laugh, and it'll be a great time. I'm looking forward to that. Back to live comments. What else we got? TNA ratings are up again this week. Yeah, I saw that. I did see that. I was going to do a show on that, but I did a Raw one instead yesterday. Make sure you check that out. I was happy. At the end of the day, the more people that watch pro wrestling means the more people will be checking out pro wrestling podcasts, which means more people checking out pro wrestling reviews, which means more views for us. Because in the end of the day, even though ratings don't matter, viewers matter. Okay, and that does make me laugh. What does TNA have to do with Nakamura? Oh, bro, hard case. Look, dude, I went to a live comment. Come on. Do you think Kenta will have a backseat to Nakamura? I hope. Knowing W, what will probably happen is they'll probably debut in W as like the Orient Express 2.0 or some bullshit like that. If I know Vince like another man, I don't know him, but anyway. Ray Mustani puts, I think I would leave the ratings the same. I don't watch shows based on mood. Yeah, no, come on, right? You're telling me, yeah, you have a great day at work. You come home, you absolute fucking buzzing. You had a great time, and then you put on Raw. It's an okay show, but I'm getting into it a bit more. It's maybe a 6 and 7 out of 10. Or if you have an absolute awful day at work, you go home, you're pissed off, you have the exact same, you're like, I just don't want to watch. Oh, fuck's sake. You see what I'm getting at? You see what I'm getting at, or is that just me? Do you go to school? No. I'm 19. I've got 3 A-star A-levels in business. Got my GCSEs. I'm good. I passed school. I'm good. Tip, don't fail at school. There you are. Look, inspirational motivator here. I'm not even getting paid for that. There you are. Jesus Christ. Lennox Wilson put, will Ambrose be in the main event of Mania? Does he win? That is a possibility. Dean Ambrose versus Triple H. But then what would Reigns do? I don't know. I'm really torn. Unless they do Reigns and Lesnar again, I'm really not sure. But that is a possibility. And will he win? Who knows? He was the runner-up. I'm not sure. Fran Lilly puts, to be honest, I think Triple H is always chasing after the shadow of The Rock and Stone Cold. Yeah, but I can see that. But in the end of the day, he asked me push, bury, or fire, and I just see The Rock as, look, Rock is 50-50. You either love The Rock or you hate The Rock. I respect The Rock as a sports entertainer, but that pro wrestling fan in me says, fuck you. Like, there is a huge difference. And maybe that could be a stumped idiot, the difference between sports entertainment and pro wrestling. I'm going to have one last refresh of the page. 10 likes, 0 dislikes. That's fucking good stuff. Keep that going. See any more live comments? Yes, we have. We got a fucking lot. Jesus wept. Ramus, this is what's gonna happen. I said legit. This is a shoot. I said that I'm not gonna do what Coco did, read all the comments and keep going and going and going. But fuck it, I've got 50 minutes to kill. So keep the questions coming. I've got 50 minutes to kill until Booms has finished watching NXT. Okay, so keep them coming. So we got Ray Mustani puts, I was hoping for EC3 to be on the show, but no, we get heel Hardy. That's Fat Hardy. Why did Spliff sign a new contract? That pissed me off. Wanted to see him in WWE. Whoa. I do not want to see either Spliff Hardy in WWE or Jeff Hardy or Matt Hardy. I don't want to see them in NXT or in WWE in anything. I don't even want to see them on the network. Like, my fandom for Matt Hardy is as much as Ray Mustani, that was on you. You got me hot. I'm sorry. Oh, Jesus Christ, you got me angry. Talking about Spliff Hardy, talking about Fat Hardy in WWE in any way, shape, or form, you get me going crazy, Ray Mustani. Don't make me trash the place. I will trash the place, and I'll do it live on this show. I will trash the place. That was great save. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Where was I? Jesus comes. Fucking hell, I can't believe that. When it comes to watching TNA, you have to be in a neutral state of mind and stop being so miserable about watching over wrestling, full stop. I want to read that again. I want to read that again. That was a question by Stud11. When it comes to watching TNA, you have to be in a neutral state of mind and stop being so miserable about watching over wrestling, full stop. I don't get what you're trying to put. If you're trying to put, you have to be in a neutral state of mind. You can't be in a good mood. You can't be in a bad mood. That's true. Yeah, I can see that. Like, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I don't want to watch fucking Impact. Like, it does happen. Like, that TNA fan of me, I remember I've watched TNA since '08, Victory Road 2008, which I've said many times is my first show. I'll never forget the moment when Kazarian hit the leg drop off the top of the Ultimate X on the Sheik Abdul-Bashir. I remember Booker T versus Samoa Joe was the first TNA main event I ever watched. I remember these great memories, and I remember Don West and Mike Tenay being so passionate about the product. And now you look at what it is today, and it disappoints me. And then this is what baffles me more. As a company, as a business, okay. Now, I just said I got 3 A-star levels of business, okay. So as a business person looking at this, you have a creative team, a management team, a PR team that lost you Spike TV because you fired Eric Bischoff, which is the only reason Spike TV was with TNA in the first place, because they trusted him. Then you lost Destination America and then you blame them. And then what happened is, this is elementary. What happened is obviously, to me, this is what happened. Dixie Carter went to Pop and said, look, the reason we didn't get good numbers is because of Destination America not promoting us enough. And did they change anything about the product? No. Did they change the talent? No. Did they change the backstage writers? No. Did they do anything different? No. It's exactly it's a wrestling show. It's not different. It's just it's WWE watered down with low production values. That's all it is to me. And it's upsetting because TNA, what once was special, is now, oh, damn. Like, what honest stars have they made themselves? Name me one star they've made. EC3 doesn't count. He was a former WWE guy. Name me a star that's not a former WWE guy that TNA has built. Not this past year. 2015, 2014 are the only years that count. You can't count the years before. You can't count AJ Styles, James Storm, Bobby Roode, Eric Young, because they built them when TNA was great. Now it's not. It's just ex-WWE guys trying to get themselves a job. Oh, would the Bullet Club in WWE be a heel or a face? I don't know. I think they'll be better heel. I think they're a much suited heel. Stutter, and no, I'm not a TNA fan, man. Just speaking my mind and being honest. I suffer watching it as cannot stand Josh Matthews and Pope talking drive me nuts. Oh, dude, if there's one thing this Englishman can't stand, that's Pope D'Angelo De Niro on commentary, Josh Matthews on commentary. Do you remember the time when Josh Matthews tried to go solo and it was so bad that they had to sign someone else and Pope was the nearest guy? Hey, Popey, come on, my sub. Son of a bitch. Raymond Stanley puts, WWE has a great future and talents. They should be great every week, but they're not. Yeah, because they can't write. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Raymond Stanley puts, who do you support in soccer? I'm an Inter Milan fan. Southampton is my local team. I'll support Southampton. I'm more of a guy who, I do online betting because then it makes sport much more enjoyable. So what I tend to do is, for instance, Super Sunday. Okay, Super Sunday, 12 till 3, 3 till 7, you have 2 football games, big games. So you go down the pub with your friends, you put a few bets on. Fucking winner. It's a winner. If you lose, you lose, but you don't put too much money on. The art of it is put about £2, £3. So if you lose, you're not in debt. If you win, you could get 20, 30 quid out of it. And there's your network paid for. There's your Netflix paid for. There's your New Japan World paid for. Simple as that. Or there's your drinks paid for. Bullet Club versus the Authority. Verse from Thomas Scott. Bray Mustani puts, Meltzer said that you're jealous of him because he said his dick is bigger. You toilet. You toilet. Stutter 11 puts, I like to point out to the team to make and keep a schedule so more people can tune into the shows and help build up the channel more. It's so difficult. I do respect that a lot. We really try hard to keep the schedule. It's so difficult when you got a guy from the UK, you got a guy from America, and a guy from Japan. Imagine what a pain in the ass that is. Like, it really is a pain in the ass. And like, for instance, if I want to go live after a show airs, I have to stay up till 4 to 5 to 6 a.m. I don't mind doing that because that's when my body clock's on. But that means, like, when, for instance, a show's on early and I have to get up at, like, 8 p.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., that's really difficult for me. Like, for me personally, I benefit from doing shows live straight after the air. But for Coco, that doesn't always work out. For Booms, that definitely doesn't work out. Because, at bed, he has work. It's a lot different. It's a lot harder than what you can imagine. It really is. That's why what usually happens is either just me or Coco, or me or Booms and Coco, or me solo, or Coco solo. That's what usually happens, and it's no one's fault apart from countries, continents, time zones. You can't help life. And I do appreciate you looking out there. But what we try to do most is our viewership goes up if we go live straight after the show finishes. Like I said to Booms tonight, I'm going to go live 2 a.m. UK time when NXT finishes. He says, no, I can't because he's doing stuff with the wife or whatever. It's not my business what he was doing. So he said, wait till 4 a.m. UK time. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that because I want to do a show of Booms. I love me some Booms. I haven't seen Booms in a long time. So, we sacrifice a little bit of views there, but we're going to do it anyway. Franieri puts, that is true. W has a lot of talent. They come up with BS content pretty often. That is a sign that the people in power do not have a good sense of direction. No, the people in power. When we say the people, it means Vince McMahon. Like, legitimately, the guy is an out of touch son of a bitch. Like, he goes out there, he puts. It's such a monopoly, and it's so politically correct. It actually insults people's intelligence. Emily Fontaine, we have a female listener of the show. Fucking hell, like, I wasn't expecting that. Jesus damn. I apologize if I say the word whore or slut, Emily. I do apologize. I'm just referring to the divas, not the women wrestlers. The women wrestlers are probably great female people. Cena versus the whole WWE roster, WrestleMania main event. The issue I have with this is that there's such a high possibility of John Cena going over that it actually concerns me, because obviously they want Cena's merch up. Cena Reigns, hashtag one versus all. Book it. Was it Vince who's like, book it, book it, book it? That was for you, Icon, you toilet. Have you been watching much? Have you taken over from Dave? I've not taken over from Dave. I confirm right here, right now, I've not taken over from Dave Coco. Dave Coco has given me the gimmicks so that I can do the shows live. That's basically all that happens. Is I'm part of the staff. There's 3 main staff members: me, Booms, Coco's. We have access to the channel. That's the way it's gonna be. It is what it is. Coco's schedule's a lot more heftier than mine. I have there's a difference here. This is the PWME UK HQ, aka it's basically it's a gigantic fuck off shed, but it's been built out of, like, this is insulation. Like, this stuff here, the gimmicks up here, that's insulation. Like, underneath it is wood, and we're putting a layer over that. Then there's going to be LED lights. Basically, it's my stepdad built this for me, because basically what's happening is I was doing podcasts in the house at 4 a.m, waking everyone up. So he said, I'm going to give you a soundproof gimmick out in the garden. All you got to do is walk like a couple of steps. I've only got to walk about 3 to 4 steps in the cold, and I'm in here. I've got a heater over there. The room is much bigger. You see at the end here, there's this point over there. You see over here, there's this kind of like a block, like where my boy Maggie is. That's the halfway point of the office. It's an office. It's built from bricks. It's an office. Okay, it's an office, not a shed. It's an office. And over there is, because basically my stepdad owns his own company, he's an interior designer, some kind of gimmick like that. So he wants another desk over there. So when he has, like, his contractors come round. So that's all that. And it was built for me, like, specifically for this and for him. And it's great. And I absolutely love it. I love him more than, this is the best Christmas present a guy could ever ask for, because I can come out here and I can podcast. Whereas Goko, he's got children, he's got a family, so he can't come on at like 1 a.m. my time, because that's like 6 a.m. his time and his kids are sleeping. That's understandable and respectable, and you can't help that. You really can't. But no, I have not taken over KocoSports. I've just joined, and I'm a part of it, and I'm damn proud to be. What else? Have we got any more? Jesus fucking Christ. Here we fucking go. We just got fuck me. Hashtag Ewok from Endor, hashtag new mic. The mic's brilliant. The only issue is there's like a loose lead on there, but I can't help the fact that I knocked that over. That was Ray Mustani's fault for me getting hot at Jeff or Matt Hardy. Fuck, marry, kill. Taylor Swift, Jennifer Lopez, Nicki Minaj. I'm going to be honest with you, when it comes to pop culture, I'm the most out of touch son of a bitch in the world. I'm Vince McMahon of pop culture. I recognize the names, but I don't know who they are. I do apologize. Who was the worst world champion, Reigns or Sheamus? I don't know. Like, the ratings were down when Sheamus was on. The ratings were down when Reigns was champ. It got a pop in the rating when Roman Reigns won the world title. So theoretically, I would put that on Reigns. But good question, tough question. Franielli, I think The Rock in his prime was much more of a wrestler than what Triple H was during his prime. Dave Meltzer still trying to sabotage your podcast. Dude, the guy is literally underneath the table, like pushing the desk up to knock off the mic. No, the reason why, again, I did it was because I went over there to yank because I was getting angry at Spliff and Fat Hardy. It happened. Dude, I'm Dave Meltzer, damn it. Dude, I actually am concerned that you are Dave Meltzer. Like, call me an idiotic prune all you want. This Ray Mustani is asking questions that he's trying to break me. He's asking me all these questions. He's trying to break me. He's trying to find out who I am as a person. And I think Dave Meltzer is going to end up being the end of me. I'm going to die at the hands of Dave Meltzer. Oh, shit, that's going to be breaking news on the Wrestling Observer this week, isn't it? Was TNA better when Cornette was there? I cannot give you an honest answer because I started watching in 08. So I don't want to lie to you. Get the fuck out, Meltzer, you filthy twat. That's my boy, Franielli. That's my boy. Emily Fontaine, let's go Cena. Push Berry Fire in Prime, Hogan Warrior Sting. Oh my God, Rey Mysterio, you really are Dave Meltzer here. Jesus, is this like a poll on WrestlingObserver.com that you're filling out as part of me? Jesus, Hogan Warrior Sting. Oh, in Prime. You got to push Hogan. You know, revolutionize the business. Respect there. Oh, this is difficult. Fire Warrior because he's not very loyal. Bury Sting just because of his loyalty. He'll always be there. Oh, dude, I feel so bad. Warrior's dead. That feels so bad. Franielli puts TNA creators gotten too caught up with trying to be like WWE. They drove out their originals, and that says a lot. Yeah, when you push away, you know, the guys that say, "Look, I'm going to be here forever." That's when you know. The minute AJ left, it was a really eye-opening moment in my eyes when it pertains to TNA wrestling. Raymond Stanley, do you play FIFA? Yes. I'm an advocate. I'm a huge passionate fan of manager mode, best in the world, period. Studder puts at Franielli, The Rock ain't nowhere near the nose for wrestling skills in his prime. Rock never been highly skilled as a wrestler. His skills is the mic and setting. I agree. So if you're looking at it from a sports entertainment point of view, The Rock is push. As a pro wrestling point of view, fire the man. Franielli responds, push Sting, Berry Warrior, fire Hogan. The three, Ray Mustani puts the three horsemen, LK, Booms, Coco. Look, that's what it's all about. Joshua, sorry, I slaughtered your name, Josh. I'm sorry, I've known you for so damn long now, and I've slaughtered your name. I'm sorry. Cheers, LK. Keep up the great work, chap. Yep, thank you very much. We'll do. Studder 11, but I'm in the UK as well. Okay, so I'm in the UK as well. LK so underrated the time difference, and Southampton suck up the Gunners. Oh, you toilet. You absolute toilet. Thomas Scott, doesn't New Japan own the Bullet Club name? I'm not actually sure about that if they trademarked it. If they have, that's really maybe someone do research now. What in the comments is obviously I've got another 38 minutes till we do the NXT review. Someone do some research to see if New Japan do have the access to the Bullet Club. Fuck, marry, kill. Awesome Kong, Lady Tapper, Shelton Benjamin's mum. Oh, I don't want to kill an old lady. Like, Shelton Benjamin's mum's never done anything to me, so I'd marry her. Oh, jeez. I would fuck Lady Tampa and kill Kong. Fuck me. Oh, that was gross. That was gross. Studder 11 put Boom Boom needs to stop taping his wife up the raging devil. Shameful wrestling comes first. I'll tell him you said that, Studder 11. I'll tell him you said that. Studder, Franielli put Studder, I guess I might be mistaken, but I stand by my opinion. The Rock might not have been that different from Triple H. We would have to compare them in different aspects to see the results. Ray Mustani, which taker do you like? I was a mark for the American Badass taker, like not the American Badass 2000, but the 2003, the 2002 one, where he had the feud of Brock Lesnar and when he was the big evil Undertaker. I was a fan of that. Hook and shoot. Are you fucking serious? Nakamura is way too big to be on NXT. They should have had him spend time in the developmental center, then send him straight to the Raw to feud with AJ. That's a great show, actually. But the issue is, though, that the WWE weren't sure how Nakamura, will transition from the Japanese to American. I think it makes sense. They don't have to keep him in NXT for long. Maybe just for a night or a month or 2 months. I can understand when your frustration. I really can. Ray Mustani put, can I join? I'll be your podcast partner. That is not up to me at all. That's not up to me in any way, shape, or form. You'd have to go through Coco. You'd have to apply. I have no fucking clue how you do that. Good luck with that. Ray Mustani, have you watched porn lately? I haven't watched it in like a few days. I'm going to be honest. I've been so fucking busy at work and then coming back here doing the news and rumors. And been watching Sherlock on Netflix at the moment. You scare me how much you're interested in my porn viewing habits, Ray Mustani. I'm going to be honest. Stunder 11 puts, when you look back at the past matches for pure wrestling, that nose has far more wrestling skill set in the ring than The Rock ever has had throughout his career before he ran off to Hollywood. Stunder 11, that was great. That was great. Emily Fortune, why did Brock Lesnar have to break the streak? Business, financial reasons, because of the network. They wanted everyone in the world talking about WrestleMania, and they did that. When they see WrestleMania, they say it was on the WWE Network, and you can buy it from there. Really smart business strategy. I tilt my cap as a former business student. It really makes sense. Ray Mustani laughed my ass off. Ray Mustani, roses are red, violence are blue, and Blue Reigns can suck my cock, and Vince can too. That's a great shout. Yeah, they do, I think. I don't know what that means. Emily Fortain, and The Undertaker never faced any all-star superstar from the WrestleMania streak like Undertaker versus The Rock, Stone Cold, John Cena. Yeah, I can see. But he faced Triple H and Shawn Michaels, yeah. Stun 11, New Japan owns the Bullet Club name. That's a proven fact. Okay, thank you very much for proving that to me. Thank you very, very much. So Stun 11, Thank you. You're the VIP of the comment section so far. So we now know that WWE cannot use the name Bullet Club. So they have to going to go down the Baylor Club route, which means they're going to have Finn Balor, and I fucking dare you. I warn you now, Vince. If you fuck up Finn Balor, I swear to God, I'm going to go to your house and burn your fucking house alive. The match will never start. Right, so basically the question was, I'm sorry that keeps happening. I don't know what it is. It's not the mic, because the mic works fine. The mic works fine. I've been using it with a different wire, and it worked. I have to use on my phone gimmick. I use it on the laptop with a different lead to connect to the laptop, and it doesn't work. There's a proven fact. It's the wiring, and I promise you'll sort that out. That shouldn't happen. I do apologize about that. And the question was, from Josh, we need to see LK versus Bull Dempsey and Zack Ryder in a 2-on-1 handicap match with Dave Meltzer as a special guest referee. That needs to happen, but the match will never get underway, as I would hit a low blow on Dave Meltzer, sending Dave Meltzer to the outside, and then sucker punch Zack Ryder, kick Bull Dempsey in the cock, spit on them all, and walk off the undefeated, unpinned, untimmed, unfucking whatever the fuck you want to call it. Jesus Christ. Oh, no, now I've lost my spot on the live comments. I blame you, Dave Meltzer. Like, Dave blames everything on Google. I just blame Dave Meltzer. Like, it's a conspiracy and it's bullshit. Do you play FIFA? Blah, blah, blah. Already talked about that. Franny Stutter, do you have a match in particular that you'd recommend for me to watch? A Triple H match. Again, I might be mistaken, so I don't have a problem with eating crow. Triple H match. Watch Triple H versus Shawn Michaels, Rumble 04. Also, you could go down the route of watching anything with Triple H in the early 2000s. The guy, Triple H versus Chris Benoit, No Mercy 2000. What a clinic. Triple H versus Kurt Angle from Unforgiven 2000. Fucking clinic. You know, the guy is a fucking great worker back in his day. Undertaker only faced good wrestlers towards the end of his streak. And that's from Emily Fontaine. Yeah, I can see that. But, you know, he faced Jake Roberts, one of the all-time greats. Check out my thoughts on Jake Roberts' documentary, Thoughts, a few weeks ago. But I mean, he faced, he faced Kane, he faced Kevin Nash, A-Train, Big Show, Nathan Jones, Jesus Christ. Stutter puts, I don't have any one match off the top of my head. We already talked about that. Roma Stanley, Sonny has a new porno up. Dude, it scares me, legitimately scares me how much you talk about porn. It does. Jesus. Why is Bo Dallas so oily? Why is Bo Dallas so fat? It's because he doesn't go to the gym. On an unrelated note, this is Hook and Shoot. On an unrelated note, fuck the El Rey network. It's not available in my area, and there's no option to watch it online. Even if it was available, I don't want to pay 20 extra bucks to watch one thing. Mike, Dave Meltzer, go fund me Patreon case, Mike. It's so fucking annoying. You don't know how annoying it is when you're in the middle of a sentence and you just see that the lines start flickering up. It's fucking frustrating. Emily Fontaine, I miss the old Randy Orton used to punk kicks people's heads. If you build a sports entertainer from the ground up, you get Randy Orton. Enough said. How would you book EC3 as a face? I wouldn't. The guy just looks like a dick and an absolute prick, and that's what makes him a star. Damn you, Dave Meltzer. Worst World Heavyweight Champion, Jack Swagger or Rey Mysterio. Oh, tough. You know, Rey Mysterio touched the Mexican audience, touched the younger audience. Jack Swagger just smoked weed. There you are. Stutter put, same for UK fans of Lucha. There's no way of watching it until it's online in full. Damn sucks. Much prefer to watch it live airing. Yeah, I agree. Like, I would happily pay like $10 a month to be able to watch it online. I really wouldn't support the actual company. I do that with Evolve. I do that with Progress. Do it with New Japan. Do it with the W Network. If you give me an accessible way to watch your product and pay for it and support it financially, I'm going to do it. Oh, Jesus. Push Berry Fire. Carly, Big Show, Kane. Fire. Berry Carly, because I'll keep him for the Indian fan base. Okay. Big Show, Fire. Kane, keep. I'm just a Kane mark. Does Nakamura need a manager? Tough question. Tough question. This is a tough one. I'm going to be honest. Calling this a spade right here. This is a tough one. I don't know. That's because the guy can speak English. It's just not the most fluent. It's better than Kenta and Hideo Tommy for sure. Yeah, I'll give him a manager. Why not? Why the fuck not? Rey Mysterio. excuse me, Rey Mysterio was good when he won at WrestleMania 30, at WrestleMania 22. That was a great moment. Like Kurt Angle, Orton, Mysterio. That was a great. I loved the German suplex. I really did. I think they should put Nakamura with Paul Heyman. I agree. Okay, what's the worst thing you can see legitimately happening in WWE 2016? Vince McMahon still running the thing. Orton overrated. Posh LK fanboy. Cough cough. Oi! If you build a sports entertainer from the ground up, you get Randy Orton. Just because that's the quote I use does not mean I love the man. How do you know all this? English people, you stutter. If I'm correct, you're the guy who said that is English. You understand sarcasm, right? Like I love Randy Orton. I can't help it. Like as like imagine being 10 and then seeing your boy Randy Orton. When I was like 10, which is 9 years ago, work that in your mind. 9 years ago when I was 10, blah 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 blah. 2007. That's when Orton had his first proper run as with the strap at No Mercy 07 when he knocked off H 3 times in one night. That's Orton. That's the one I know and love. You know, the legend killer. That's the one I know and love. And now he's just, I hear voices in my head. They come for me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Emily Fontaine, John Cena for sure, Hall of Fame. This much. Is this Emily Fontaine? Are you a troll? Or are you a John Cena super fan? If you are, and you're a female, I understand. It's cool. Ewok from Endor, how was W improved since WrestleMania 31? NXT's improved. You got me. You got me. Rey Mysterio, I like how in Lucha women face men. Yeah, but it's a 50-50 with that because some people don't. And you got to draw a fine line sometimes. But, you know, I think they do it well. Thomas Scott, who do you see Taker facing at Mania? I see Kevin Owens. Oh, this is a damn tough one. I reckon that we should go down the Owens Brock, Reigns H, Ambrose Jericho. In my mind, I'm legitimately going to fucking launch this microphone out the fucking window. I don't care how much it fucking cost me. It's pissing me the fuck off. Okay, my WrestleMania. Okay, so we just got a question asking me about WrestleMania. Sorry, I digress. I'm getting very frustrated and angry and agitated about things like that. It really fucks me off. It's not good. It's not acceptable when you're paying 70, 80 pounds for a mic and they give you a lead that sucks damn cock. It's not good enough and it damn pisses me off. Oh, for crying out loud. Right, so the question was Taker at Mania. I would go down this route. Kevin Owens versus Brock Lesnar. Dean Ambrose versus Chris Jericho. Jericho going for his 10th IC title. Roman Reigns, Triple H, storyline-wise, makes sense. The Undertaker versus... It was the guy... Damn, I forgot. I've been saying it for the... I'm gonna shut this thing off. If it does it one more time, I'm just gonna shut the thing off. It's damn near. I'm gonna have a stroke on it in a minute. I'm damn near gonna have a gasket. I think we're gonna have a memorial. I think I might do a burial of the mic and a shout out to the filthy people. It's a Samsung CO1U. It's like a 60, 70, 80 quid mic, and it's really it hasn't done this. It just all of a sudden keeps doing it. It's so damn frustrating. Okay, so we have my match card. Fuck me, how many times? This is about the 5th time I've tried to do this now. Brock Lesnar going one-on-one with Kevin Owens. Roman Reigns versus Triple H for the IC title. Fuck this shit. This is bullshit. I'm getting damn agitated. I'm saying the wrong thing. Roman Reigns, Triple H for the World Championship. IC title, Chris Jericho going for his 10th against Dean Ambrose. Jericho versus Dean Ambrose for the IC title. Taker versus Taker. I don't know you're going to face Taker. Owens versus Lesnar. I said it the first time. This is down there pissing me off now. I'm getting angry. I'm legitimately getting angry with the fact that I keep forgetting what I'm trying to say. I said it about 5 times now, and I keep fucking forgetting it. I'm getting angry. I don't give a fuck. This is damn near pissing me off. This mic can suck my damn dick. I'm angry. That was a moment of silence for the mic formerly known as the Samsung CO1U. Studder puts, I'm taking the piss out of you there, okay. Cop on, old chap. Lennox Wilson, what will be your first reaction when Vince passes? Oh, that is a top-notch question. Dude, that is the greatest question I've ever been asked on any show. That's the greatest question I've been asked in life. So many times. I feel so bad. I feel so guilty for saying this. So many times I've said input, like not on this show, but after Raws that have sucked, I remember just going, oh, fuck off, go die, Vince. I remember saying that so many times. Okay, and I feel legitimately bad for it. I do. When Vince passes, it'll be tragic because he's done a lot for the business of sports entertainment. I didn't actually spit them, by the way. I would never spit. I always talk about spitting them being one of the most dirtiest things in the world. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm going to open up a bit here. I'm very frustrated right now over this mic situation. It's really driving me insane. All I want to do is talk on a podcast and dude, there is something creepy going on. Do you reckon there's like a ghost in here, like legitimately? Because I just starting open up about the mic goes. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. I'm losing my game. I'm losing my A game. I'm losing the will to live. Fresh one last time, and I'm going to call it an end because this isn't a way that a show should go. You shouldn't have to sit in there. There's a dislike. You see, the dislike is probably some jabron click on it by accident. It comes up. Damn it. Jesus Christ. Right. Take the cord in place, you might have luck. Learn sign language. It's Meltzer. Rage quitting. I think it booked right. You could have Finn Balor debuting as the Demon against Taker WrestleMania 32. Proper promos and videos would be an awesome sight and night at entrances. Yeah, it could be true. Your mic may not work that well, but your work is top flight. If Sky Sports adopted a wrestling analysis program, you'd be on it. That made me pop. Send it back. That's a great shout. Taker Stars, that cable, though. I agree. Dave Meltzer, breaking news, LK Mike fails again. I was a Cena fan since his Word Life days. Nakamura versus AJ Styles. Do you take the ROH off when you have sex? Dude, what is going on with these fucking... Dude, I do. And what the reason why I have it on is basically when I'm at work, I have my hair in a flick. So like I have it like that. That's how I normally have my hair at flicks, at an angle. But I don't want to come across as one of those indie dickheads. Because basically, I don't... There's lots of people who have the assumption online that, you know, when you see a guy like that, you think, what a fucking cunt. Again, sorry to use that word twice in one show, but that's what I do. Like when I'm at work and I'm serving a guy and, you know, I see him have hair on the flick, I'm like, the guy's a cunt. Like, legitimately. So I don't want to come on here and look like a cunt. That's literally what I'm trying to say is, and I try to be as wrestling oriented as possible. Like I'm wearing my suplex shirt, Ring of Honor hat. But no, normally I do take it off during sex, but I have it at a flick and then at the back all done and it looks all nice, fancy pantsy. But no, I do not wear the hat during sex if that helps you. That helps you out, guys. Guys, stop with the sex. Jesus Christ. The mic is going to make you crazy and shoot up your school the next day. Dude, how many times I do not go to school? Damn, boy. Fuck you, Dave Meltzer. I agree. It's Dave Meltzer. Learn sign language. That's a great shout. I could be on there like the first ever sign language show. Imagine how much ratings that would get. Like, we're not only getting the audience of hardcore wrestling fans and passionate fans, we're also getting the audience that don't speak. Name me one podcast where that happens. Only at KocoSports.net. Here a question in the next 10 years. Will there be a wrestler who and black man who will become a WWE Worldwide Champion? Maybe Apollo Crews has potential. I mean, I thought it was going to be Lashley a few years ago, but that never seemed to happen. I legitimately do not know who it can be in any way, shape, or form because W is just a racist monopoly. It could be Big E. I see potential in the guy. It just depends how far will he take this comedy bullshit. And then we got I Am Mikey Mike Ashman. He asked, what direction do you think Nakamura will be taking? Do you feel he will have a similar deal like Styles, which they have allowed WWE to tease their brand while the X amount of years signed to the promotion? I'm not really sure how WWE will treat Nakamura. Will they keep him at NXT for a while? I'm really not sure, and that's the good thing. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. I hope they do not fuck this up in any way, shape, or form, because I don't want them to run. But the great thing is about Nakamura, he can just say, "Look, fuck you," and just fuck off back to Japan in a heartbeat, because New Japan will take him back in a heartbeat. So that makes sense theoretically for Nakamura just to stick there, see how they treat him on the main roster, see how they treat him in NXT. Just like I said this a few months ago with AJ, because when the rumor started, I said, I want AJ to go there, because in like 30, 40 years, imagine AJ on his deathbed and he has that thing in his mind that says, what if I went to WWE? What if? You do not want that. What if this mic actually worked? How good would the podcast have been? You do not want these questions, which is why it aggravated me a lot. And I think Nakamura wanted the same. He experienced Ring of Honor. The American audience respect and love Nakamura when he came over. Same with the UK. He wants to try WWE, and good for him. More moral to him, because in the end of the day, there's nothing worse than that what if question. And fingers crossed that could be the last live comments. 11 likes, 1 dislike. The obviously 1 dislike is for the mic fuck up, and that's damn it done. The guy from Tough Enough, Patrick Clark, I'm keeping an eye on him. He has a lot of promise to make the jump and become a true champion. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I could see that. Also, I don't think that Freddie Yehai from Evolve really impressed me this weekend. Not for WWE standards, but for Ring of Honor. And I guarantee in 5 years, Freddie Yehai will be big in the Evolve scene and the Ring of Honor scene. As Lesnar going to fight versus Ryback once, I don't want to see that. I'm going to be honest. The sick part of me never, ever, ever wants to see that, please. Who left that question? Emily Fontaine. I love you, buddy. I have no clue who you are. You could be, a man, you could be a female, you could be a troll, you could be anything. But thank you for watching. But I do not want to see Brock Lesnar versus Ryback in any way, shape, or form. I would not ever be interested in that match at all. I'm going to try and go for my Mania card again, as it's driving me nuts. The what if I actually got that right. Roman Reigns versus Triple H for the World Heavyweight Championship makes storyline sense. Kevin Owens versus Brock Lesnar. Dean Ambrose versus Chris Jericho. AJ Styles versus The Undertaker. What better way than AJ Styles to become the man than to knock off The Undertaker at WrestleMania? I don't care if the casual viewers have no clue who you are. The minute Taker's arms are pinned to the mat and Styles is the one above him, instant credibility, Hall of Fame career already. The guy will be a star. You can shove him in the main event with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship just at the click of a fingers. It's really that simple. So you have AJ, Taker, Owens, Bork, Jericho, Ambrose for the IC, Jericho going for his 10th IC title, Reigns, Triple H for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. That's how I would have my WrestleMania main events. 14-1. There we go. Keep that coming. That's what I like to see. We got more. I'm one of the only people who don't watch NXT, but I'm curious how they will use him. Yeah, see, look, again, they've got you. They've got you hook, line, and sinker. They're going to make people who don't normally watch NXT check out NXT. No, I mean in real life, they actually got into fist fight. Oh, Brock Lesnar would fucking destroy him, Emily. I mean, destroy him. It wouldn't even be a match. It would be an insult. It would be an insult to every fight there's ever been. Fran yelling, I'm hoping there is a slim chance. I know it's a racist company with how many wimps there are not standing up for themselves in the companies. It's all yes, what Vince, which is totally bullshit. It's true. In the end of the day, whoever is the guy who Vince likes, the guy who Vince supports, the guy who Vince enjoys watching, is the guy who's going to be the guy. And it's really sad state of affairs, and it's really embarrassing. And, in the end of the day, speaking to some people from work about it, I say to them, what's wrestling? Because they don't watch wrestling. You'd be shocked how little people watch wrestling in the UK, at least in my area anyway. And they're like, oh, that's that WFWE stuff. I'm like, yeah, no, it's not. That's not. Don't insult me ever again, please. It's really not. I get insulted when people call WWE professional wrestling, because it's not. Even though they go out there and they do wrestle, it's not pro wrestling, it's sports entertainment. When AJ came out and they go, that's sports entertainment's hottest free agent. Because it is sports entertainment. It is what it is, and I've just come to admit it, and it's shambles. And I've come to it. It's like a coming to Jesus meeting. The minute you accept it, you look at the show completely differently. You really do. 16-1, baby. Keep the damn likes coming. Coco would be proud. Damn. Apollo. I think Apollo Crews could have a chance for the title. The guy's pretty athletic, yeah, but his promos are pretty stale and shit. But he has potential. Potential can always buy you the groceries, folks. Oh, espresso shots, beautiful. Should WWE sign Goldberg? Secure him under a Legends contract is what I would do. If I'm going to call a spade on here, I would definitely sign him as a Legends contract. WWE and TNA talk. WWE is not racist at all. My mic's great. Stutter 11. I will go after AJ Styles if that ever happened, LK. Taker shouldn't have lost, full stop. Now quit with that fancy you Orton whore. Imagine this, though. WWE has not produced one single star in years. Don't class Roman Reigns as one. Maybe, actually, that's a lie. Seth Rollins. You have AJ knock off Taker at Mania. You then have AJ go after the world title. He wins the world title. That guy's a star. He then elevates Roman Reigns because he's having 5-star matches with him. Then Seth Rollins come back, wants revenge on Roman Reigns for stealing the title off him. He feels, because if he didn't have to vacate the title, he would still be champion. So then you got Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, AJ Styles in the mix. It just goes on and on. In my opinion, AJ needs a big win at Mania. It's all about creating stars. Taker's been there that long. He needs to elevate stars at Mania. Every year now, he should be going out there elevating people. He should have done that with Brady last year. Yes, it is. And the W and TNA talk says, no, it's not. It happened already. I read it behind the scenes in the locker room. If it did, Brock fucked him up. Name a black WWE champion. Booker T. Mark Henry. I think that's it. For a lineage of 55 plus years, a company has given 2 world championships to black people. Frank Yelly puts LOL, nice joke, W and TNA talk. Goldberg, Emily Fontaine. That's why there's been black IC champs. Yes. That's all well and good, W and TNA talk. They put the belts on the mid-carders, but they don't push them as the main eventers because Vince doesn't like black people. Vince chooses who he wants to be the guy. He doesn't like black people, so he doesn't put them as the guys. Like, legitimately, what don't you understand? Not doing. I liked for the mic. Thank you, Ewok. Is it in memory of the mic? At least we got it working for a while. I don't want to jinx it. Stutter, trouble with Apollo right now is his promo and talking in a nutshell. He's got a lot of work on that front, and everything else is there for him to become a megastar. I agree. Ray, explain the New Day, a typical black gimmick. Yeah, I agree. Fuck WWE, Lucha Underground was amazing tonight. That's from Steph Alvarez. Please do not give any spoilers in the comments. Please. The night's dark and full of spoilers. Name me one black guy who's won the WWE title outside of the half and half known as The Rock. That was great. New Day is a comedy. The act that it was Big E and Woods' idea for the gimmick, not WWE. Really? Come on. Fuck WWE. I agree. Ryan Mustani, stop defending it. Yeah, I agree. Dude, this guy is like... He's going out of his way to say WWE's not racist when they clearly are. Like, Jesus Christ. Mark Henry should have won the WWE Championship back at Money in the Bank 2011 versus Cena. Look, okay, I said this question. If you're telling me if Big Show was black, would he have had as many world championships? Mark Henry is the black Big Show, but he had 1. And that's because they felt sorry for the man. Come on. Let's wake up a bit. I'm not being a brain surgeon here. Jesus Christ. Are you doing the NXT review soon? Ewok Cremendo, I'm waiting for Boom Booms. It'll be in another 11 minutes. Okay. I am Mikey Mike Ashman. I guarantee Styles and Nakamura are all thrown into Money in the Bank clusterfuck at Mania. WWE will not give them a singles match on the main stage just yet. We all know that. Yeah, we all know that. But we can live in dream worlds. If I'm living in a dream world where my mic works, we can live in a dream world where Nakamura and AJ Styles get that. Take your time, WWE and TNA talk. Lucha, let's talk Lucha Underground. Coco will be, and I do not know if I'll be joining, but I'll be definitely watching the show, and I'll be damn looking forward to it. Raymond Stanley puts Franielli is awesome. I agree, I'll drink to that. You commenters have been awesome tonight. We had a good laugh. This is just a podcast where it's just been shooting the breeze and comments, really. I came on here looking to do a 3 to 5 minute podcast, and I've ended up going an hour plus. That's the KocoSports and Pressing.me way. Jesus Christ. Stutter, of course, Big Show wouldn't have had that many titles if he was a black man. That's a no-brainer. Yeah, that was just a point to the proving that, WWE is a racist company. If you don't think WWE is a racist company, you're an absolute imbecile Nimrod. Ray Mustani, how long is Big Show's cock? I have no idea. I'm assuming it's bigger than an average man's because he's not an average-sized man. Come on, someone smash me a question. We can't end on what size is Big Show's cock. We're better than that, team. We're better than that. Come on. Here we go. What time is Dave the Fruity Tooty going to do his reviews, if you got any idea? Right, basically, it'll be 10. I'm not sure. He said to me tomorrow 3 p.m. Japan time, around something we can talk then. Like, so I'm assuming he gets back from work then, so he has to watch the shows. So maybe 5, 7. I cannot speak on behalf of Coco. He's the only man who can answer. But this just between us guys. Hopefully he doesn't watch this. He did say to me 3 p.m. time he doesn't want to have a chat with me. I hope I'm not fired. He might have to chat with me about the new mic. In my opinion, I honestly believe if TNA strike to deal with Ricochet, they could have the potential to have the new featured. No. Ricochet would never go. Ray, you're trying so hard to get under LK's skin. Is Booms married? I think yes. Booms is married. I'm pretty sure he's okay with me giving that information out. Emily, they misused Mark Henry's whole career. Oh, damn right they did. But again, like I said, shout out. He's black. Sorry, 2 people at work just popped. From my work, they just popped and marked the fuck out, and they know why. And Jesus fucking Christ, that was brilliant. Yeah, they did, but like I said, it's the color of his skin. It's not his fault. Yes, Booms is married. Is from Franielli, so we all know that. Again, let's end on a nice question. Let's not end on Cox and Booms' marriage. Let's end on a good question. Someone bring a good one. Great show, Ray Mustani. Thank you very much. That's very kind words. Here we go. There we go. Stutter 11. When do you think there might be a female on commentating teams in any company full time? I think TNA can make a play-by-play change up and make a fresh approach for once. That's a great shout. In my opinion, Renee Young for NXT. You have Renee Young, Corey Graves, and Tom Phillips in NXT. I think they went with that at one point. I think they did go with that at one point. So that's going to do it for this show, guys. Again, stick around for the next 10 to 15 to 20 minutes where me and Booms will be doing an NXT review. And I swear to God, if that Booms hasn't watched it, I swear to God, I'm going to come on here and I'm not only going to blow a gasket, but I'm going to throw the mic down Booms' throat. So Booms, get your ass ready for the NXT review. That's coming shortly. Like, comment, subscribe, pressing.me, KocoSports.net. Fuck the mic. Stay safe, stay well, everyone. Thank you for live comments. And I'll catch your asses down the line.